Okay, so we're back with more space engineers today, and I think today we are gonna try and finish building this up, and obviously we gotta build the roof on this part and finish the wall over there. And then maybe I'll try and start working on the new ship that I've been talking about. I don't know. Let's. I think I gotta start making more steel plates right now. So let me start that up so I can start building them. Okay, so I've got more steel plates being made, so it should, finish this up in time. It's probably not enough what I have it making, but it'll be fine. I'll know when it stops making them, and I can just make more. But I think in the meantime, I gotta build up this roof here, and finish surrounding this thing in metal. So I'm gonna do that. All right, so that's the roof done, and the wall finished up for the reactor. As you can see, it's red. I turned it off because the batteries are already all full, and I don't really need it, burning through uranium, just because, oh, I guess I missed a block. Hold on. But yeah, so I don't need it. I don't need it burning or going through uranium right now. So I just turned it off, and other than when these things start up, it's kind of dark in here. So I think I want to put some lights up. I already have them here in my hotbar, but I gotta grab construction components. Okay, so I built the lights, and now this place is a lot more bright, so that's nice. Up next, what I want to do is I want to build, I want to build a vent so that way there's air in here. But to do that, it has to finish building the walls over there, and I also have to build an airlock here, so that way I don't waste oxygen all the time. So I gotta just build like a little platform kind of out, and build another one of these little hangar doors. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. I want to make it match. And then I can use like timer blocks and stuff to set it up so that way they open and suck the oxygen out automatically and stuff. So I'm gonna start working on that real quick. Okay, so I've started working on the little airlock that'll go right here. So now I just gotta kind of put down the buttons and the vents and stuff. And I think this, okay, it's not quite done. There's still a bit over here that needs to be filled in, but this is almost ready to be pressurized. Once I, of course, finish the airlock first. Okay, so I've got the buttons on the outside set up to open and close the outside doors, so just to test them. Okay, yeah, they're working perfectly fine. So let me just test this one and make sure. Alright, yeah, they're working great. So now I just have to build the actual airlock where I have an air vent in here to either, pump in or suck out oxygen, and then have these ones on the inside kind of be set for, controlling that. So now up next, I think I'm gonna just build that. So I'm gonna, lay some junctions from out here connected to the ones on the inside of the base. Alright, so there we go. We've got the vents set up, and this area is now airtight, so that's pretty good. And I think there's actually even air in here, so if I take off my helmet, yep, I can breathe just fine. Got my helmet off and everything. So that's pretty cool. So now all I gotta do is set it up on the buttons here to, have it depressurize and repressurize when I need it to. So let me just do that real quick. Alright, there we go. So now I've got it set up to this button so I can repressurize it, and I can open up these doors here. And then I just gotta repeat the same thing on this button here. Alright, there we go. I've got it all set up on both of these buttons and the ones outside. So now all that's left is to actually do it on the inside. And it looks like it finished welding the walls. So this area on the inside should be airtight after I... hold on. Let me get this set up real quick, because this has to be able to open the doors too. Okay, so to make sure that, this place repressurizes on its own, I'm going to take and put some junctions kind of leading up, and I'm going to have some vents up here, and maybe on the other side as well, to make sure that this area always has oxygen. And so if I lose oxygen, I can, repressurize it really quick. So I'm going to get working on that real quick. Actually, you know what? I think the 3 up here will be enough to pressurize this room well enough. I don't think I need any more on the other side, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And now I'm just going to kind of test to see if it will pressurize. So let me just close up the outside one. Okay, there we go. I think it's, yep, it's nice and pressurized. That's pretty cool. So now I can breathe inside here and everything. And I think up next, what I want to do, actually, I want to test the airlock real quick. So let me get down on walking on the ground here, and let me see. So if I go up in here, and I go over to these buttons, and I would want to probably first press this button. Yep, to close that up. And I'm sure I could make it automatic with like timer blocks and stuff, but yeah, I don't really feel like doing that right now. I probably will later because, you know, it'll save a lot of time to be able to just press one button. And then up next, what I want to do is press this button, and yep, it'll depressurize the room, and I think it's done depressurizing. And then I just press this button. Whoops, that's the wrong button. That repressurized it. Let me press it again. Okay, and then I press the middle button, and there we go. It opens up the door, and I can get outside, which is actually good because I have stuff that I want to do outside real quick. But yeah, and then when I enter, I just kind of open or close the door depending on if it's closed when I'm out here. But I actually don't think I really even need these buttons on the outside here. But I'm gonna leave them just for now, just because I feel like it. So what I wanted to work on next, okay, it looks like they're welding that up, is right next to the reactor room. I wanted to build a room where I just have a bunch of batteries so I can store a bunch of power. So I think I'm gonna do that up next. It's probably going to be about the same size as the reactor room, maybe a little smaller. Okay, so I've got the roof and the walls built of the new room that I want to add on. I'm going to head back inside now. I built it a little shorter than all the other areas just because I wanted to. And I don't really need that much storage, it's just going to have a bunch of batteries in it. So I'm going to head back inside real quick and go build the batteries. Which will probably take a while for it to build them all, but that'll be fine. Alright, so I'm just going to wait for it to finish welding these before I, start building the batteries in the door here, just because, once I build the door, it'll try and refill the room. I was stupid and welded this spot not knowing that it wasn't done finishing this, so a bunch of oxygen got wasted and sent out into space, but that's fine. I think I have plenty of it. But I'm going to wait for these to finish, and then I'm going to build a door on this so I can connect the two rooms, and then I'll start building the batteries so the base will, start building them. Because the base will, those little things in there will probably prioritize the batteries over the steel plates. Which, I want to finish the walls first so I can pressurize the room. Okay, so it looks like it's done building it. I think it might probably still be building some of the corners out there, but that's fine. We don't need those built to have it pressurized. So let me just, oh, jeez, double check. Yep, okay, the room's pressurized again. So let me just build a door real quick. Even though I don't have to, I want to, so. Okay, there we go. And then I will go ahead and build a bunch of batteries. So I'm just going to kind of fill most of this room with batteries. The batteries are kind of expensive because they require power cells, which take a lot to make. Like they're, it requires 80 per battery, and I'm just gonna build that for now. That's quite a bit, and the power cells take quite a while to actually build, so I imagine that'll take a while to get done. What I'm gonna do, because I built probably 15 in there, is I'll just have it do this. Just have it build like 20, which is a lot, and it'll take a while to do this and use up a lot of my resources, but it should be fine. So now the next thing that I kind of wanted to build was a gravity generator. So I'm gonna build another room, kind of like the storage one or the power one, and build a gravity generator in it. So let me just close up the doors and head outside, and I'll start building that. Alright, so I've got this room being built. The gravity generator is much smaller than like the reactor and most other things. It's only the size of one block, so the room didn't have to be that big for it. I'm actually going to fix these so they match the rest of the roof, but yeah, once that's built though, we'll be able to actually walk around inside the base without having to use the the mag boots. Okay, so I'm back in the base. I guess the base lost oxygen at one point. I don't really know when that happened, but that's fine. All I have to do, because the gravity generator requires gravity components, I have to have it build a couple of those, and I think it only needs... I could be wrong, and I'll double check, but I think it only needs 6. Okay, I was right. It only needs 6 gravity components, so it'll build those, and then it'll build the gravity generator. Oh, and actually I can see down there in the bottom right, it's already finished the gravity generator. So now, if I turn off my jetpack, there we go. I can walk around the base without using mag boots. So this is a little bit different than you know, walking around with the mag boots. As you can see, I don't stick to the side of blocks anymore. I just kind of walk up them, you know, like you normally would. So it'll be, you know, it's a little bit different, but it works pretty nicely. And it looks like all these are waiting on as their power cells. So I will. God, it's really bright in there with all the welding. I'll have the thing. Okay, it looks like it's already making the power cells. What I can do is I can actually divide up that job. So, okay, so I split it in half amongst the two assemblers. So now they're both making half of the power cells needed, and then it'll build the batteries, and then what I can do after that is have these batteries in here, which looks like it's actually already built too. So I can already do this. I can have them suck up the power from this, so the power is not wasted. And let me see, I gotta figure out which ones these are. So I guess I can just set this one to discharge, and then do the same thing to this one. And then once they're empty, I can just kind of break them. I don't get the power cells back, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I just kind of mainly care about the power. But it's mainly just because if you got the power cells back, because batteries start with a small amount of power in them, you could just kind of continue breaking and replacing it to get infinite power. So I just gotta let this do its thing, and you can see that they're kind of sucking up the power. And then once that's empty, I'll break the two of them. And I might even move the beacon as well at some point, just because I kind of want to get rid of this pillar here. It's kind of like just in the way. Alright, and it looks like these two are fully depleted as well, so I can grind these down. And yeah, it looks like it's making all of the power cells now that we have iron. So with that, it'll finish making all the batteries, which it looks like it's not missing too many. It's probably just missing this one and then all the ones down in the middle there, which it should weld all of those. Actually, no, it's only missing 2. Never mind. Which is this one and the one below it. Okay, cool. So we've almost built all the batteries that we want, and now I think the last thing that I want to do is just put a door here. And then after I do that, we'll end it here for the day. Because we got quite a bit done. I gotta get steel plates. Alright, there we go. Door is built, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of built. Let me finish it. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got door built, and yep, room's still pressurized. We still have gravity, so that's pretty cool. And I guess with all that, we're gonna end it here for the day. So